Hi, my name is Water Buffalo, and I hope you've enjoyed this QK Media Network production. Copyright 2018, you see how that works?
Yeah.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
Hey, good show. Good show, gang. We did a show. That's the thing we just did. Was a show. I don't know if you're aware of this. Actually, that was a pretty good show. I didn't know. I'm awake now. Like, I can start the show now. I mean, I was ready for the show anyway. Good show. That was pretty good. I didn't know which direction. Whoa. Hey. What are you doing? Postshow text. Behave yourself. Whoa. Okay. Postshow text got all weird. Alright, well. We'll fix that. It'll be normal sized come next week. Weird, alright, well. Now it's over here. Weird, okay, well. I'm gonna play around with the post-show text for a bit. Hope you like this quality programming. There we go. Still feels pretty big, but oh well. That was a relaxing show. Like I said in the pre-show, I overslept my call. Well, overslept my call time. I missed my call time. I was planning on being awake and alive by 6. I plan to be awake and alive by 6 so I can be at my computer, fully step up and maybe go live a little bit earlier to do the pre-show. Just to give it a little bit more breathing room, but today was kind of just a bit of a blur. But yeah, it happens. It happens. Yeah, this week's just been an hour or two was kind of like boom, 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 boom as well, and you know, it happens like that. And there were a lot of stories that I could have put in here, but I just wanted to give the big story of the day a lot of breathing room because I think it deserves to have as much breathing room as it can get. I just had to look at the time. We're at 8 o'clock already. I don't know how to get to 8 o'clock already. How to get to 10 a.m. here already. How the hell is the day nearly half over already? But like I said in the pre-show, I'd already put the show together at 3 a.m. and it just, you know. My problem is I laid back down. So then technically I missed my call time, so that's alright. So, what else do we have going on here? Kangasterian's a thing. Why the hell? Why? Okay, why are Kangasterians a thing? Why did that become a thing? Like, how? Like, I don't understand. Like, Ovaltarians I get. Pescatarians, I kind of get. Vegetarians, I get. Vegans, I also get. But kangatarians? Because, newsflash, for those people who have never eaten kangaroo. Kangaroo is probably one of the most gamiest meats there are in human existence. Chorus and Rhino says, I'm sad I didn't get to listen. I'll have to go back and listen later. Yeah, the VOD should be up. If not, it'll be up tomorrow. Assuming we're doing alright. I just realized how the title looked, so that's alright. Things are warranted. But, you know, pescatarians I get, ovaltarians I get, you know, but kangatarians, they eat probably, again, one of the most gamiest meats that exist, but they don't want to eat anything else. Also, does that just include kangaroo steaks? Or is that everything? You know, where do you draw that line? Rail asks if I've ever eaten wild hog or deer. No. I mean, I've had wild pig before. I've definitely had bush pig before, and that's... You'd be surprised how fatty wild pig is. You know. Definitely something that's... And it's also gamey. Wild pig is definitely gamey as well, because it only eats natural things. I'm not meant to be turning into a hippie right now. I'm merely saying the fact that wild pig is very fatty. But I've never tried deer. Actually, deer would be interesting. What does deer taste like? I imagine deer would taste a little bit like kangaroo, but it'd be more on the... It'd be a cross between a kangaroo and a cow, basically, I think. I've never eaten horse either. That's another one I'm interested in giving a go. I would try everything, but I would be very cautious. Yes, that does include frog's tail and snake eyes. I just realized I've now signed my name up for Snake Eyes. New mukbang coming to the Geeko channel. I'm just kidding. Snake Eyes. Would we be allowed to eat snake eyes? Does that break TOS? Does it? I don't know. Not break TOS. That's one thing I'm interested in, going to America and trying different animals as well. Like that's something that would be interesting to me, because we don't have a lot of those sorts of animals here, if that makes sense. So it's worth a shot. Alrighty, we do have a quiz. I do have to get to another recording though, so I don't know. Do we want to do the BuzzFeed quiz, or do we want to wait until we can get phone calls again to do the quiz? It's not an evergreen quiz, so we can bump it if we want. I really do want to do it, because I don't understand why I can't do a proper post show. We'll do it. We'll do it. Why not? I'll just do it by myself. There you go. CN_hash says, I live in Ireland and I voted no. Really? I mean, you live in Ireland, that's cool. That's what I was referring to. And you voted no. I mean, we talked about it on the show. We talked about it on the show proper. Not necessarily in the post show, but we talked about it in the first hour. It's a long show. And it's cool, dude. Like, wow. Live in Ireland. So you were in much of the thick of it then. You know, that'd be interesting. Like I said on the show, I understand both sides of the argument. I just don't have much to say on the actual part of it. You know, because I'm uninformed of the process, and I'm more than willing to accept the fact that I am uninformed of it. Okay. BuzzFeed quiz time. Quiz time with Dale and Dale only. CN_hash says, I'm 19 years old. I really felt demonized on the other side, almost shamed. Okay, that's. I mean, welcome to the Generic Live Show. This is everyone's time here. Also, from what I was reading in preparation for the show, I can kind of see that. I kind of see that people were very hard pushing the yes vote, very much so, and it kind of did seem like that. If you didn't vote yes, then it was definitely frowned upon that. It was frowned upon that you'd vote no in the yes camp. They were OTT. That's basically that's what I'm going for. There you go. Feel free to drop more comments about it. We're happy to talk through it doing this quiz. This quiz, which by the infamous BuzzFed, pick 5 Oscar-nominated films, and we'll reveal which terrible movie you should watch instead. Pick 5 Oscar-nominated films, and we'll reveal which terrible movie you should watch instead. Sometimes awful is more fun. CN_hash says, says if you voted no, it meant that you didn't like women. Okay. Interesting that it was presented that way. I mean, there's extremities on both sides of the aisle, I guess. Colossus1 Zach says, top of the morning to you, lady. What's up? I'm doing alright. Thank you. Welcome. Top of the morning to you, lady. I have pink headphones. Does that count? Seven. Okay, well, that's helpful. There you go. Alright, let's see what terrible movie I should watch next. Sorry, I'll let you, CN_hash says, sorry, I'll let you get on with your stream. Just saw the title and thought, it was still going on. Peace. It is still going on. We're just doing, it's the after show, so it's a little bit more looser than the actual show, so you're welcome to hang around. Colossus1 Zach says, not lady. Well, here you go. You're welcome to drop comments in. We're just not talking about that topic at the moment, so there you go. But thank you for stopping by. What went on? What went on? What was missed? Colossus 1, Zach said. The show. You missed the show. You missed the Generic Live Show, the most generic live show on the internet. With yours truly. It's a 2-hour show, and I talk about the week's events and life happenings. So, and we do a little bit of a cool down period here. You should check it out, 5:30 PM Eastern Sundays. Right here. So, there you go. What's happening? Alright, pick an Oscar-nominated horror movie. I don't like horror movies though, so I don't know how this will work. It's cool. It's generic. And also, we kind of talk about the news stories of the week that everyone else has already talked about, so it works out well, right? The Exorcist, 1973. Jaws, 1975. The Silence of the Lambs, 1991. Or Get Out, 2017. I've only seen 2 of these. And I saw Silence of the Lambs and Jaws. Actually, I haven't. I'll put a link in the. I'll put a link in the chat, so people can play along at home. I forgot to put a link in the chat. I'm a terrible host. Jaws, set 1975, or The Silence of the Lambs. I'm gonna have to go Jaws. Jaws for me. An Oscar-nominated romance movie. These aren't even winners. These are just nominated movies. Brokeback Mountain, 2005. Nope. Casablanca, 1942. Gone with the Wind in 1939. And Shakespeare in Love in 1998. I don't have time for my Brokeback Mountain rant. It was a good movie. It's very problematic. Just FYI. I never saw Casablanca. I think I've seen Gone with the Wind 1939. I think it was the 1939 version. I don't know. Don't know if Shakespeare in Love. I don't remember seeing Shakespeare in Love. Colossus 1 Zach says, Boke My Back on a Mountain was my fave film. I know. The guy in the wheelchair was amazing. Wheelchair Man 2 though, he should have got a Academy Award just for his performance. He wheeled that wheelchair down that mountain straight into the hospital. I should make that joke. I'm gonna go with Gone with the Wind. Choose an Oscar-nominated comedy. The Artist, 2011. How was that? Wait, was that silent French movie? I think that was that silent French movie. I think. Mary Poppins, 1964. Juno, in 2007. And Back to the Future, 1985. Colossus 1 Zach says, I've never seen any of these films. They seem too oldish. Oh. I mean, they did have to go all the way back to 1942, so there is that. Never saw The Artist. Thankfully, never saw Juno, apparently. So it's between Mary Poppins and Back to the Future. Oof. That's rough. You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. Mary Poppins or Back to the Future. Oh. It's like picking a favorite child. You can't do it. It's ethically incorrect. Corson Rhino says, I love Mary Poppins. You know what? I have to stick with my roots. Mary Poppins it is. Back to the Future is a fantastic film, but I do have to stick to my Mary Poppins roots. I think this is the last one. Pick the DeLorean, Colossus One Zach says. I know, but I have to, again, it's like picking a favorite child. I can't do it. You just can't do it. Sorry, man. Can't do it. Last one. Choose an Oscar-nominated drama. You got Citizen Kane, 1941. No, go back in air quotes and choose Back to the Future. All right, let's go Back to the Future. Sold to the highest bidder. P.S. I've never seen Back to the Future. Oh, you've never seen Back to the Future? What? No, I don't believe that. It's amazing. You should what are you doing watching this show then? You should go watch Back to the Future. What are you doing here? I appreciate it though that you are here, but you should go as soon as the show ends in about 5 minutes time, you should go watch Back to the Future. Choose an Oscar-nominated drama. Citizen Kane, The Godfather, 1972, No Country for Old Men, All About Eve. There's one more after this, apparently. Wait, didn't it say 4? Hang on. I'll pick 5, okay. Citizen Kane. I don't think I've ever seen Citizen Kane. I don't remember The Godfather. There is a special place in my heart for The Godfather, says Coruscant Rhino. Yeah, I can see that. No Country for Old Men in 2007. I don't think I've seen any of these 4 movies. Just trying to think. Colossus One Zach says, okay, I'll watch it at 88 miles per hour. Just don't drop below, what was it, 50 miles an hour? What was the speed in the movie speed? That's a weird sentence. So you have to watch it between 60 miles an hour and 88 miles per hour. Unless it was 50 miles per hour. It might have been 50 miles per hour. I don't think I've seen any one of these 4 movies. I'm going to go with The Godfather. And finally, name an Oscar-nominated musical. Singing in the Rain, 50 to 55 miles per hour. Yeah, that was the conceit. Singing in the Rain, Chicago, Moulin Rouge, and West Side Story. Oh my god, I can't choose! I've seen all 4 of these, and all 4 of them are amazing. My god, why BuzzFeed? You're making me pick between me and my favorite children. Why do you do this to me? You're rough. For sure. Singing in the Rain, 1952, Chicago, 2002, Moulin Rouge, 2001, and West Side Story. Stick to the classics, man. I'm doing it. I'm doing Singing in the Rain. Doing Singing in the Rain. Here we go. You got Plan 9 from Outer Space! From 1959. Yes! Yes! Oh no, that would be a hard choice for me. All of those musicals are good, says Morrison Rhino. But yeah, this one leads to Plan 9 from Outer Space. From legendary bad director Ed Wood. God, that's a sentence that you don't want to hear. Plan 9 is a trash masterpiece full of unintentionally hilarious dialogue, awkward directing, and an incomprehensible plot. It's a mystery how he convinced Bella Lugosi and Vampira to appear in this. If you haven't seen Plan 9, it's so bad, but it's so fun to watch. I don't think I've ever seen Plan 9 from Outer Space. Oh, you can't reach the answer. Well, Plan 9 from Outer Space it is. Right? We're bringing Terrible Tuesday Movie Night back, and we're watching Plan 9 from Outer Space. Right? Exactly. Alright. Well, we're gonna get out for here. I need to go have something to eat, because I have not eaten this morning at all. I overslept and haven't eaten, so I need to go eat, and we've got a Menopause recording tonight, so that'll be exciting. Alright. Night, everyone! Bye! Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Colossus 1. Thank you, Colossus 1. Bye! Bye!